Okay, folks, there goes the bell. Very spring-like out there. Everybody, I think, wants to more relax outside of the rooms than in. But anyway, we'll just give everybody 30 seconds to get in and we will make a start. We've got two hammers here. That's looking very... That's great. So anyway, while everybody's coming in, we'll just start going through the procedures and guidelines. A very warm welcome to the Harcourts Four Seasons auction rooms. We're joined today here by our business owners, Greg Roberts, James Twist, and it's lovely to see our branch manager here over there. Welcome. I'm Linda Warren-Davey. It's an absolute pleasure to be here along with fellow colleague Mark McGoldrick, and we're presenting these three fabulous properties for auction here today. I want to acknowledge and thank our sellers for their choice of Four Seasons with this very important transaction. Behind your lead marketing agent is the Four Seasons team. They consist of specialists in residential, lifestyle, commercial, and it's a real privilege to have you as our client, and we wish you all a very successful outcome. Now, our resources, they include the team behind the scenes. Scott McDonald, your auction host, he met you at the door. We've got the lovely Rachel Ashton, she's our auction coordinator. She takes the bids, keeps Mark and I in line, and of course she also prepares all the documentation behind those marketing campaigns. Behind me, Jeremy Andrews, he's in charge of our in-rooms technology so that we can live stream through our website harcourtsauctions.co.nz. A big welcome to all our viewers. So of course if you have got friends or family that couldn't make it today, quickly let them know harcourtsauctions.co.nz. They can jump online and watch. So today it's an exclusive opportunity for cash and unconditional buyers in the rooms. You are being offered first rights and we wish you all the very best in your bidding endeavours. We're going to take a look at the terms and conditions under which the auctions are conducted. We hold our auctions in line with the conduct of auction that is provided to us by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand. Again, just confirming that all bidding here today, it's on a cash, it's on an unconditional basis. All or any aside agreements that have been made with your agent, they do remain in place. Now, Mark and I, we were entrusted with confidential reserve prices from our sellers. When that reserve price has been reached, exceeded, or under instructions, the highest bid that's accepted by Mark or I will be the successful purchaser. Now, look, we solve any disputes just by simply reverting back to that last undisputed bid. We can nominate the sum by which the bidding can be raised, just as we can refuse a bid if we deem it's not in the best interest of our sellers. Now, as per clause 2.5, we have the authority to make a bid on behalf of the vendor. It's always well less than that confidential reserve price. It's clearly identified. Sometimes we do make a vendor bid just to provide a bit of a pathway, a bit of a guideline here on the floor. We also do our best to acknowledge any agents who are acting or bidding on behalf of their buyers. Now finally, clause 2.6 states that the vendors can withdraw the property at any time before it's been sold without disclosing that reserve price. Now sometimes this can happen. This is why it's essential you remain the lead bid in your bidding, that's part of your strategy, because if we don't meet the reserve price, the auction is paused. The person with the highest bid will go out of the room with either Mark or I. There'll be a confidential negotiation, and sometimes a price is agreed to outside of the room, and the property, the sellers are very happy with the price that's been negotiated. The property doesn't come back here to be re-offered on the floor. So yeah, just a bit of a heads up there with your bidding strategies. Now, if you are successful this afternoon, you're just going to have a couple of obligations to evidence the sale once that hammer goes down. And of course, the first, you'll be signing that memorandum of contract, and that's also acknowledging that you've received the guide booklet. Secondly, you'll be paying that 10% deposit, that's 1/10 of the third and of the final of the price. And lastly, just completing your documentation, GST, schedule, etc., if required by your agent. So look, you've been very patient going through those guidelines and proceedings, and I'm going to go straight through to the very first property of the day, Church Street. Welcome to the rooms, Karen Ward. She's been the lead marketing agent. Always a pleasure working alongside you. She's no stranger to the rooms, and a big thank you to your client for entrusting her property, this transaction today, to Four Seasons. I'll go straight to the formalities of the property. With a legal description, it's clearly stated as an estate in freehold. It's lot 1, A deposited plan 565733 positioned on a 497 square metre parcel of land, more or less, and that's been recorded on that instrument of title 1011044 in the Canterbury Land Registry. Now, there are no changes to that extensive list of chattels, many of which are new, and the date of the 2nd of September 2022 is being offered to the new owners with vacant possession. And look, folks, having a look at this property here, the past and the present has been really cleverly intertwined in this charming character family home located on a very convenient site. The entry foyer, it's warm, it's welcoming. Honestly, photos just don't do this property justice here today. You've got that really detailed, rich timber staircase. It really is a standout feature. If we could just have a little bit of quiet in the rooms, that would be really appreciated. Thanks so much. And the staircase there really sets the tone for the rest of the home. Yep, you can feel told off. Sorry, Andrew. Look, downstairs you're going to find two versatile living areas. You've got a bedroom that does have separate entry, modernised kitchen, brand new modern appliances, complete with the wine fridge, and that fits very nicely under that granite bench top. Upstairs you've got the remaining spacious bedrooms, a very elegant master bedroom with a lovely walk-through dressing area, and you're going to be absolutely spoilt by that brand new bathroom. You're going to love the storage capacity of the home, the creative lighting, spatial environment, and it's got those quirky character features here and there, and they just add to that traditional yet modern charm. It's an outstanding location, just walking distance to an array of retail amenities, educational, childcare facilities, cafes and parks, everything that we just love about Rangiora. Look, I can't think of a nicer place to enjoy this charming home. Who's here to secure this for their own? The auction's open. Enough from me looking for opening bids. Cash and unconditional today, that's our instructions. It's great, we've got Mark and Rachel spotting here today. Cash and unconditional bid. Any interest whatsoever. I know we do have some conditional interest sort of circling, and I know that we've got viewers watching, looking at the outcome, but at the moment, cash and unconditional bidding. All seems to be quiet in the room. I'm going to give you 3 more opportunities and count it down. It is as quiet as the church, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, 3, 2, 1. Any interest whatsoever, this is your time. If not, I'm not going to make a vendor bid and sort of dip our toes in the water. We're just going to transition straight to that third stage where we're going to very sharply price this property at $839,000. You did hear me right, 839,000 New Zealand dollars. So any interest at that level or above, I'm just saying to our viewers, please contact Karen Ward straight away. So look, thanks very much, folks, and I'm going to hand over to Mark.
I like the wine fridge.
Yes. Don't we? There you go.
Thanks very much. Adam Brown, you remember us ready to go. Good idea. Over we go. Thank you, Jeremy, and welcome today, folks. Tēnā tātou katoa. Who's excited about the All Blacks being in town this weekend? I think it's a big one. Good it's not the Irish, Patrick. We've got the Argentinians this weekend, but town is going to be buzzing. Things in Christchurch are pretty good. Things in Dallington are pretty fine as well. Here at 7 Claydon Place has been in the family's ownership since day dot, and it's a significant day for the Gray family, so thanks very much for your instructions. We do appreciate it. It's a great property that you've got here, one that's been cared for, looked after, improved and added to over that long tenure. It's freehold, 607 square metres, that freehold estate that the property sits on. It's Lot 10, deposited plan 26310 in the Canterbury Land Registry. It's got the diesel central heating, which I think is an absolute bonus, and when I visited and met Adam at the open home, it was wafting up, very warm and ambient indeed. Rest of the list is exact. 15th of September, not too long to wait. I think the daffodils, if you can see the garden, are almost trying to force their way through now. And a nice warm day that we've got out here too. They won't be far away. What you've got is a classic home. Take a look at it there. I think it's a really striking home. And it's got great bones. It's in a great place. Of course, cul-de-sac living. Once you experience it, it's very difficult to go back to the alternative, I would say. Fantastic elevation in the living. That's what I enjoy about the home, because you've got that outlook all across the treetops and lots and lots of sun. Good space, isn't it? And kitchen's integrated into that living. Good flow through with the dining, bisecting it all. Nice place to enjoy a meal and a good chit-chat with the family. Accommodation aplenty. I think for those people that like a bit of a sleep in or like to go to bed early, you're tucked well away from the action, so that's a bonus as well. Very pleasant in the kitchen, isn't it? The garden is a feature for me. It's really secure and private. People AJ's age will have a great time in there. They can never run amok too badly. But like I say here at Claydon Place, there's the ability to add value to it. So you're going to buy well, and you're close to great amenities. Very, very snappy, just down to the mall, good shops, good schools in the area as well, and tucked in the cul-de-sac. I don't think it gets much better. Okay, Adam, any last words, or should we call it away, get these good people into the bidding? At Claydon Place, number 7, for the Sammy Kane. Who's going to start the bidding? Well, I think you put forward the Sammy Whitelock surely for the Sammy Kane, wouldn't you? Give it a 5? 5 something? You tell me. Freehold parcel, 600 plus squares. Got a bidder on the telephone, Adam? They might say 500. Don't mind where we start. Like I say, we could be at that nice low level. AJ thinks it's the buy of the day. Of course it is. Okay, well, I'll take your silence, except his, as strategic. I'll start on a vendor bid at $500,000. Look, no hesitation. No confusion as to value there at $500,000. Stays with the owners at this point. Over 40 years in ownership. First call. You saw the pictures on the wall. Second call. What are your plans? Get the tenants in there if you like. Improve it. Bank it. Third call. Vendor bid at 5. You're not allowed to say that word in this room. Up and down. Looking for 20. Otherwise we shoot through that next stage. Over to you. As I eyeball all you good people in the room. There's good people down the middle. You're welcome in. I'll give you one chance. Vendor bid 520 will be my final. This is it. You know, if the property doesn't sell, goes back to Adam. He gets back on the phone to all those conditional parties. Avoid the multi-offer situation that may ensue. Bit of a feature of the market at the moment. You need to be here and bidding at 520. First call. Second call. Beautiful garden. Elevated living. Popular area of town. Affordability. Third call. 520. Taking chances in the next stage. No, it doesn't look promising with Adam's bidder. Therefore, up to you. About to pass it in. You got nothing. Hey, look, we've got a price to put on it, Adam. I've been authorised by our sellers with all the market information that Adam Brownie's passed on to them. They're going to price this property sharply at $629,000 for this formidable permanent material home. That goes through to the next stage, and we pass it at 629. Andrew, we've got to wait for a couple of minutes before we start, don't we? Good as gold. So talk to Adam Brownie very swiftly afterwards. I hope that bidder doesn't regret not bidding. It's not very painful at all to do, but there we go. So just passing that one in. We've got a bit of a pause. We've got a
does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna
Okay, folks, I think we're getting on to 2:30. In fact, yes, it is 2:31. So I've got a new watch, actually. That's why I keep looking at the time, and I know it exactly. Look, just to remind you of the pertinent points of the conduct of auction, is that the reserve's been set, it's confidential. If we reach it and go past it and you're the highest bidder at the end, you win the auction. If we don't reach the reserve, don't panic. You're the highest bidder. We'll just pause and offer you the chance to be the buyer out here in private. It's a very good place to negotiate out there in the big lounge. Best place and time to buy is at auction because, as Linda reminded you, if property passes in, all those conditional parties get their go and you'll find it a more complex situation, I assure you. As auctioneer, I might place vendor bids. Now, you've heard those in the first part of the day. We don't really like placing them, but we often do. It just means you're not bidding, and it means we've got some work to do to get there, to get you with the keys in your hands. So we make it clear if we're vendor bidding. If our colleagues from Harcourts around the district are bidding, I'll identify those people to you. You know the owners can withdraw the property and sell it any time before it's sold, and without declaring the reserve. That just pertains to the negotiation situation. The highest bidder may sometimes get a handshake outside of the room and it doesn't come back for extra bidding. It'll cause you disappointment if that's the case. The final thing I'll tell you is that on the fall of the hammer, it's an easy process to formalise the sale. We'll give you a clap when you've declared the winner, but then your signature on the agreement and a 10% deposit is what makes the sale final and certain. Bona fide, as you might say. And it's a bona fide opportunity that we've got for you at 359 Main South Road, number 2. Tucked back off the main drag there, pretty quiet, very, very sunny, and a rock-solid proposition. It's a cross-lease and freehold. Andrew Sara has provided you with all the details that are necessary. Thanks on behalf of Nancy to Stephanie, who we've been dealing with, and we wish you the very, very best. The legal description is unchanged, and the settlement date set down for the 23rd of September 22. That's what we've put forward to you. Clauses 23 to 27, they're additional clauses. I'm sure your legal advisor would have confirmed that that's okay for you to bid just around the shed and conservatory on the property, and all else is as read. This is what I call Real Estate 101, a real estate no-brainer. Just makes so much sense. The centrality of the locality is really what I think is the peach here. But in terms of the property, of the home, it's really structurally sound, isn't it? That concrete block, Summerhill concrete block, you can't go wrong, as they say. Good size, really generous lounge, isn't it? But I think the kitchen dining space just extends that even further. You've seen the kitchen is up to scratch, it's nice and mod. Good bathroom's got the bath in it as well, so if you need a soak, both bedrooms are of a good size. Internal access garage, big backyard, that's secure. So the likes of fellas that young age can tootle around, no problems at all. But it's the centrality, the shops across the road. Go and just roam the aisles of Mitre 10 Mega. Have a coffee in Columbus. I tend to be doing that most Saturdays anyway. And you're down to the hub. You can call in and see Andrew at his office at the Hornby branch of Harcourts Four Seasons. What a bonus that is to get underway. All right, okay, this is the one you've been waiting for, number 2, 359 Main South Road. Let's fire it away, kick it away. This is your chance to dictate terms. You know strategy is important. Silence is not the greatest strategy, I have learned, but happy to take your open bids. Otherwise, I'm just going to make it easy for everybody.
280.
The optimist at the rear of the room at 280. It's too light, Patrick. It's too light. Got to be better than that. Start it with a 3, Patrick. I'll take your bid. 300 on the knocker. There we go, and away. With my opening bidder at 300. First chance. There's lots of home at the money. It's rock solid. It's got the extra proportions, the extra dimension. Very, very central. You know how popular it is? Whether you're moving in or having someone else move in, paying your rent, this is the one at 300. First chance. Eternal access garage. Second call at 3 only. There should be a sea of hands. Everyone in the room should be bidding at this figure. 310, ma'am. You're a hard negotiator as well. 310, okay, I'll put you in front. For how long? Let's find out. At 310. We're doing it block by block at the moment. That's okay. At 310. Patrick, there's your competition.
350.
It's a good nudge, good strategy. Commend the bid at 350. Nudges it forward on the advance at 350. Add your personality, add your vibe at 350. First call, it'll rent like a hot cake here. Second chance. Genuine double bedrooms. The young fella's getting excited about it. Third chance. Maybe you've got another 10 for me. Now look, that's chiropractically damaging, that manoeuvre. You need to be a little bit more up and down, I think. At 350, surely the Waimeti house is next up. Sorry, did I have you wrong there? At 350 at the moment. First chance. Johnny, I'm going to pause and talk to Patrick in a minute. Second call. Third call. Sir, we're just getting going. Don't leave yet.
360.
Welcome in. James has got a bit. 70 comes straight back at 370. Sir, you'd say this is affordable at this level. Tackle-a-Mandarin at 370. First call. Ma'am, give the toy back to the child, please. At 370. Third chance. Just remind you, third call. 370 only. 390. I prefer your speed of bids, Patrick. Patrick Smith from the team at Harcourts. 390. I used to liking Irish people, but then beating us in a series over here on our soil, I thought that was a wee bit cheeky at 390. Still at cheeky levels here at $390,000. And I offer it back. You'll be straight back at 4, James, I am sure. Preferred to see you with that phone at your ear, John, at 390. First call at the figure. Second call. 90 only. 390. Do I see 4 anywhere in the 410? There's a couple of different strategies here, isn't there? One's quick and one take ages. At 410. At 410. Gents, why don't you put your hand up at this level? Surely you'd be it. At 410, rock solid Hornby property. It's the most robust suburb in town. 410. Hornby Sports Clubs make Canterbury sport great, don't you agree? Because they're tough people. At 410. Once, and I'm counting it down. Second call, no one's mentioned an increment of that size, sir. Third call. At 410. Fingers crossed, ma'am. At 410. The stage, just the body language, I think you should be getting a wee bit excited. At 410. What can you chisel out for us, Twissy? 410. Looks like a white flag fluttering over here on this side. At 410, Mr. Fulton, there's good people down here lying in wait. Ma'am, you'll come back and have another go. Other people seeing it at this level, of course they are. 410. And the gentleman at the rear, just want to make it ultra sure you're not competing, because when we leave the room, we may not return with the property on offer. Okay, Patrick, come and have a yarn. What suits AJ? I'll come and see you over there just because people will be chatting. We can talk in private. The auctions.
Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces.
to be the lost boy running insane. I used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it, so hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. I used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it, and so hard to get it. Is your heart racing? Is that fire in your veins? Are your bones burning? Is your skin yearning? 'Cause you're driving me insane. I kinda feel like I saw the light. You got me way up 1,000 miles. Can we stay right here in this atmosphere like we're flying out in space? Don't look down. Up this high, we'll never hit the ground. Don't look down. See the sky, we're gonna reach it now. Don't look down. Are your hands shaking? Are your fists breaking? Are you climbing over walls? Are the times changing? Is the noise fading? 'Cause I wanna get it all. Don't look
Well, an update, that's what you're waiting for, folks. We work with good people, and these bidders have increased their bid from $410,000 to $440,000. It's not for sale at that figure. So buyers have to be north of that figure. You good people might like to fire in your bids now, and we can continue the chat, see if we can get you there. Often buy better on auction day, 99 times out of 100, in fact. You know, while I've got the floor, I can tell you a good story about a property that had a disclosed reserve, a Harcourts property disclosed reserve at 579. Everyone was too scared to bid, and then it sold afterwards at 624 at a multi-offer. I mean, it's empirical evidence. Auction day's the day. Gentlemen, I think you're going to call out 450 for me. Am I correct in saying that? You're going to have a go and say, we'll bid 450 happily, with good logic and good astute intent. Otherwise, I just pass it in. First call, second, and third call. Well, the transparent light of the auction room fades, and now you go into competition with others. I'm passing it back to Andrew Sare. Property's not for sale at 440. You know you've got to be better than that. I think there's value above that. I'm pretty confident in that. Patrick, thanks for coming along. Lovely to meet your young man. 2-359 Main South Road is available to all. That concludes our day, Linda. Lovely to see good numbers in the rooms. And I know, yes, that's right. I think you need to have a look deep in the wardrobe, break out those jandals. It's not going to be long till they are required. The time of the white foot and jandal, Jeremy, it's going to be upon us. Thanks on behalf of Linda and myself.